Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's going to be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. You're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Oh. Solid. I appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Our last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Because they are the best tag team in the world. Tag team.
Be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas Bully Ray, good job, Savage. It's the best town in pro wrestling. Can't get a fucking Raw Bandit. Raw fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay, we got over here.
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at any.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Our last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage.
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
And yes, Wrestling with Savage does begin now. I'm here with Anthony Loves Wrestling. We're going to be talking NXT. We're going to be breaking it down for you. Let's get right into the action, actually, man. NXT was a good night tonight. I had a lot of fun with NXT tonight. They were hyping up Vengeance Day. You know, these are some of the matches we're going to see tonight. I mean, I thought they had Cora Jade up there for a match, but I didn't see Cora Jade wrestle tonight. So I think there was something that happened. Maybe someone didn't show up. Maybe someone got hurt. I have no idea. We're also here with Jay. Our NXT roundtable is now officially complete. Gilch did say that he was going to watch the show. But again, here, I don't see Gilch. Anybody see Gilch? Nobody? No. What's up to the chat out there? We got Steven Chambers. We got Jennifer.
Hi.
Shout out to Johannes.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
NXT was pretty good tonight, Jack.
You think?
I had fun, but we didn't see it. Like I was just telling Anthony, we didn't see Cora Jade tonight take on whoever she was supposed to take on. I think it was Valkyrie.
They advertise it, but I think they stopped advertising it on Monday. I think it's
probably, yeah. I guess I might have been a little late on that train. I was expecting to see her compete, but what we did see is we did see the match between Indus Sher versus the Creed brothers. Julius Veer Mahan start off the match with a lockup. Strength honestly looked equal. Veer overpowers Julius, dumps him in the corner, but Julius finds his way out as we now see Brutus and Sanga face off. Sanga quickly shows that he has power and intelligence with the double team moves from Indus Sher. Creed brothers were now working on Veer Mahan. There was a double hip toss. Julius dumps Brutus on top of Veer. We get a cover and a kick out. And, you got to keep eyes on Jinder Mahal, who's out there lurking. Veer launches Julius into the air, and Sanga dumps him face first into the ropes. Non-stop double team action from Indus Sher. Julius was trying to fight out of the abuse, but Sanga would not allow it, dumping him face first on the turnbuckle now. Huge double shoulder block, and then that turns into a rear chin lock. Sanga with the elbow drop slam. Julius finally gets the tag to Brutus, who comes in, cleans house, bounces Sanga off the apron, back drop. We get a backdrop on Veer Mahan. Now he goes after Sanga with a club and shots in the back. Back in the ring, we got a German on Veer Mahan. More clubbing shots. There was a standing moonsault by Brutus. Shooting star from Julius. Brutus tackles Sanga out of the ring. Julius powerbomb on Veer. Almost, but it looked like he was going to drop him for a second, but he still ends up having that strength, picking him up, able to get it. Cover. We get a kick out. Julius knocks Ivy Nile off the apron from the distraction from Jinder Mahal. And now Julius gets hit with a choke slam, and Indus Sher gets the 1-2-3 in their debut match against the Creed brothers. And I loved it. I thought this was a hard-hitting match, a lot of action. What say you, Jay?
You're on mute.
I think a lot of people are gonna underrate this match and think it sucks, but for me, I thought it was pretty good. Veer and Julius were the shining stars. I think we saw that in the first 5 minutes of the match. After that, it just kind of got meh. There was some spots. Obviously, Julius going to show his test of strength. But guys, I'm not becoming a fan of Brutus' ring work. I think he just relies on a gimmick and a catchphrase, and he just kind of Hulk smashes people to the ground with his punches. I'm not buying it, guys. It's not doing it for me. I need to see a little more. But overall, it was a good match. I enjoyed this match. I think the winners we all said it was going to be these guys, but I do see a match as stand and deliver. I do see a rematch. I don't think the Creed brothers are washed out.
No, definitely not. It wasn't a clean finish. How about you, Anthony? What'd you think of the match?
I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed it. I like Jay said, we knew what the winners were. We know who the winners were. I just thought it was like that. I'm so sick of like these typical babyface distractions to make the heels look better and for the heels to just get that win.
All defense, it did look good tonight. I did like how she took the bump. I like how it was set up. It wasn't that long. It was just kind of on time.
I was super impressed with this match. I thought the action was hot and heavy. I thought Veer Mahan looked better than he ever has on Monday Night Raw or anything else I've ever seen him do. Super athletic ability. Great look, great presentation, and then Jinder coming out with him just adds a whole nother level of believability. And, you know, I buy it. I buy into it. And even the Creed brothers were on their game tonight. They put up a good match, and we're definitely going to see a rematch here. This isn't done by a long shot, but I don't see the Creed brothers over, you know, coming odds and beating these guys or something like that. I just don't see it. We got a promo from Tyler Bate and Axiom. And then, of course, Damon Kemp has to show up. Axiom was watching the action of Tyler Bate in NXT UK. Axiom asks Tyler if he would like to create a masterpiece tonight. Damon comes in, just starts making fun of these guys, saying they're soft. European wrestling's overrated. And he leaves. And, of course, Tyler Bate has a comment. Basically calls Damon Kemp a pendejo. Jay, how about you? What do you think this is even going anywhere? I like Tyler Bate. I like Axiom.
I'm going to say this. First of all, I think this was unnecessary. I think if we just had a match announced, I think I would have been fine with that. It was good to see Damon Kemp. When was the last time that happened, right? But am I really glad to see Damon Kemp after he spoke? No, because I think he's hot garbage. I think whatever he's saying, I'm not buying into it. I'm sorry, guys. I think his lines, his European style of wrestling is overrated. I'm not buying it for the guy. I think if it was a different guy with that same demeanor and anger, I would buy into it. But this guy, he's just not cutting it. And I will talk about it later.
How about you, Anthony? Did you like the promo? What do you want to see from Damon Kemp this year in NXT?
I'm going to agree with Jay. I think it was a little unnecessary. I don't think we needed it. You know, the match, like talking about, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Yeah.
All right, we'll keep it moving. I like Tyler Bate. I like Axiom. I'm definitely excited for their matchup. They're going to have a matchup later tonight, so I was looking forward to that. But I also thought that this was unnecessary as well. It doesn't make sense to just throw in Damon Kemp in random like storylines just because you have nothing better to do for him. I don't appreciate that. What's up, Jake, the Travel Chief? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. And Steve, I heard you had a nice storm out there. I hope you are okay. So good luck with tomorrow. You're having one more, huh? Let's get right into Zoe Starks versus Indy Hartwell, which was our next match. And this was a great match. I was very excited about this match as well, especially since both ladies were in the Royal Rumble on Saturday. This had some interesting storytelling, and obviously that comes into play because earlier today they show Indy Hartwell and she's talking to the girls in the back about her Royal Rumble experience and being in front of 50,000 people. And Starks interrupts saying, well, why are you even talking about the Rumble? I was in there for 30 minutes. Indy says, you know what? Thumbs up. It was a thumbs up. Zoe says, take that thumb and shove it up your ass. And then this leads into the match, which I appreciated the storytelling because it's nice to get a little substance on top of the actual match and, be able to get an idea of why these women are really fighting in case people didn't see the Rumble. But The match itself, though. What did I think about the match itself? Let's see. Match starts with Indy playing games. Zoe shoves her off, rolls her out, tries to bait her, but Indy does not take the bait. Instead, shoves Zoe into the ring apron. We get a European uppercut followed by a boot to the face cover and a kick out. Starks with that insane springboard spinning body attack. Looks very good. I don't know what it's called, but it looks fantastic. Zoe now has stepped up the intensity. We get tough shots into a submission neck wrench, and she basically had Indy flatlined. Zoe with a big kick to the face, now trading shots. Indy picks up steam with a heavy right hand and a spine buster cover and a kick out. Zoe with a German suplex. We get another cover and a kick out, and then Zoe hits her GTS, and Indy goes to sleep. 1, 2, 3. Zoe then continued to beat on Indy Hartwell as Sol Ruca comes out to make the save. Jay, I'll go to you. What did this match do for you? Did you thumbs up?
No, I didn't like the match. I think nobody liked the match. The whole crowd didn't like the match. I think all our eyes were supposed to be on Zoe Stark. Her new entrance, her new music is on fire, was on point. I loved it. She came out. She did all the corkscrew flip over. What else? The merry-go-round at the end. How beautiful of a move is that? Kind of a unique, innovative GTS. I love everything about Zoe Starks. The sliding clothesline is on point. This woman is ready. I mean, the rocket ship is on her. Like Steven Chambers says, I see her going for the title as well.
How about you, Ant? What'd you think of this match?
Indy Hartwell should go to the unemployment line.
Okay.
She is.
She was just in the Royal Rumble, so I don't think she's going anywhere near the unemployment.
Sucked in that too. She has no personality. No, there's nothing charismatic about her. Her moves are just horrible. Like she has no defense. I'm sorry, offense. She looks bad. What's Triple H doing? What are these guys doing? Why isn't anybody watching her and going, "Oh shit"?
I don't think Triple H is doing anything. The question should be, what are the people at the Performance Center doing, or maybe what they shouldn't be doing,
right?
And giving these people runs. I actually think she gives a good boot. Other than that, yeah, I don't like. I'm not a big fan of her ring movement. But I can agree that she doesn't have a lot of character or personality yet. But I'm willing to give her a chance to fix that only based on the relationship she has with Dexter Lumis.
But I'm going to agree with Jay about Zoe Stark. She's looking that she looked great in the Rumble on Saturday. She looked great tonight. She's got really good offense. She knows how to move in the ring.
Zoe Starks is the real deal. Zoe Starks is probably the best woman wrestler they have right now as far as taking bumps and giving moves in a convincing fashion. She's really good.
And guys, if you noticed tonight, if you paid attention, she knows how to lead a match because she was doing all the spot callings tonight, and we all saw it.
Yeah.
She definitely knows how to lead a match.
She can lead any match with anyone at any time, no matter.
I'm interested to see how long it's going to take for her to snatch the title off Roxanne Perez, because I do believe Roxanne's going to retain on Saturday, but we'll get into that a little later. We'll see how much longer Indy Hartwell is going to last on NXT, taking these kind of losses, because this one was a pretty kind of like a squash match, Jay. Indy kind of got killed in this.
I mean, the
match didn't last long, Jay.
I don't have anything against her. I just didn't like the part where she comes out with a jacket saying I'm indie wrestling. That kind of just bothered me right there. Because what have you shown me throughout your whole career that you are a type of wrestling, pro wrestler?
I can see her end up being a manager for Dexter or something like that down the road. But for right now, I don't see her being able to compete in WWE on that level, not just yet. But I guess time will tell, right? Practice does make perfect. We get a promo from the Schism, they're going for tag team gold. So they're out here tonight talking about a day of vengeance is on the horizon for the Schism. We seek vengeance for the NXT Tag Team Championships that have been kept from us. Tonight, Rip and Jaeger change their destiny by altering others' reality. Everyone at Chase you worship a false idol. You are not a family. You are abusive, devious, and delusional. School spirit will not help you tonight. There is no unit stronger than the Schism. We are 4 roots, one tree. And let's leave the schism at there. We'll pick up on the schism discussion at the end of the night because we're going to see them in the main event. So we'll get into the schism a little later in the night. For now, we're going to keep it moving. And let's talk about Apollo Crews. Let's talk about not Wesley. They had, I don't have the picture, but Wesley was walking towards the ring. He was supposed to be coming up next. And then they go right into this Apollo Crews promo. He's talking about the city of Charlotte, that it's packed with nightlife, cars, all kinds of beautiful nightlife. You know, I come out to this city to feel the energy. And NXT's coming, and so am I. I need 2 falls, and my game is going to be at its best. If Trick wants to get involved, Trick is going to get handled. Mello wants to call me the past and him the future. But at Vengeance Day, the past will dictate the future. Interesting. And what's going on, Mick Thomason and RJB? Jay, do you have any comments on this little segment here?
No, I don't.
How about you, Anthony? Did you like it from Apollo?
I
think it's more of the same, man. I've seen him say a lot of shit and then not do anything.
Where he thrives is if you put somebody in there like they did with Braun Breaker. The way him and Braun Breaker bounced off each other, I went back and I rewatched some of those vignettes. When you have somebody that he could bounce off of, he does very well with it. When he does like these little segments alone, he falls flat.
No, I don't think that's true because he did all those other vignettes in his beginning of his NXT run by himself, in the diner by himself, in the barber shop one time he was by himself for a little bit. I don't know, completely agree with that, but I get what you're saying about the matchups. But I think Carmelo Hayes is actually a great matchup for Braun Breaker, and I can't help but agree with Steven Chambers that this match could steal the show at Vengeance Day. I don't care what you say about what he does in these vignettes in this.
You mean Carmelo Hayes? Carmelo Hayes and Apollo, you said?
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes and Apollo Crews, yeah. Okay, I'm glad I made one mistake, Anthony. I hope you are happy about it, okay? Smile some more. And now what I'll do is every time you fuck up, I'll just point it out relentlessly.
What happened
we'll keep a counter. We'll keep Anthony's mad that I told that story about his ass crack yesterday. That's all this is. You know what? Speaking of that, let's take a quick break, and I want to play a video that I cut up for you guys, all right? It's just straight up highlights from Evil Intent, and it lets you know about the upcoming event, February 26th.
Nice show.
Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania.
Nice show.
Last Resort Live, February 26th from Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. Make sure you get your tickets now. We have plenty of new wrestlers entering the battlefield, and you're not going to believe what else we have in store for you. Here are some highlights from Evil Intent, and you can see the action was nonstop and heavy because at BPW we have some of the best wrestlers in the world training at the best training facility in the country today, run by Alpha Samoan Dynasty Bloodline in the house. So when you come to BPW, expect to get the best training, the best shows, the best storytelling, legends, veterans, rookies, all coming together to bring you the best professional wrestling possible. And what a great story we had at Evil Intent between Phil Insane, Tommy Dreamer, Alpha, Bull James. I can't wait to see where that story's going to go. What kind of revenge is Alpha going to have in store for Bull James at Last Resort? And not to mention, after Tommy Dreamer defeated Phil Insane, he has sent Phil Insane off on a psychotic rampage. As soon as the match ended, Phil Insane absolutely snapped, giving absolutely not any regard for the officials' health, safety. He doesn't care if these guys get hurt. He doesn't care if they're eating through a straw. What is Phil Insane going to do to the rest of the BPW roster on his path to destruction, on his path to the top, as him and the Crow prepare to continue to decimate the entire roster of BPW? And I'll be trying to bring you exclusive interviews. I'm going to risk my life to find out more about this psycho that we know as Phil Insane. Make sure you come on down to Last Resort, February 26th. So yeah, that was my first commercial that I cut for BPW. I thought I did a pretty good job. I liked it. I'm excited to watch Phil Insane wrestle again after that video. Does he not look ready, Jay, for like the big time? Like, he's got the gimmick. He's got the look. Obviously, he still needs a couple more years.
I need to see more. You
need to come down to Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania with us one day.
No comment right now.
On a Sunday. Well, it's the end. It's the last Sunday of every month. So if you can't come out to support
Oh,
your
yeah,
boy
it's close
Savage,
by. It's very close by to where I live.
but you get a free ride. You can come with us. You don't have to pay for gas. You don't have to pay for tolls. You just hop in the car and come as a friend and a fan. But I guess that's asking too much from you, Jay. You piece of shit.
Being attacked here. What's going on?
All right, let's go back to Attack at Apollo Crews. Actually, let's not. Do we have any predictions about this match? Because I want to try to do the Vengeance preview while we're doing the show so we can talk about a little bit about everything. So, Jay, I'll go to you first. What do you think is going to happen between Apollo Crews and Carmelo Hayes this Saturday at Vengeance Day?
I don't think it's going to steal the show. I'm going with Melo.
You're going with Melo. How about you, Anthony? Do you have a prediction?
I'm with Jay on this one.
Yeah, I think Melo is the future of NXT, and Apollo is here to just have amazing matches and put people over. Probably go back to WWE when he's done. So, yeah, I definitely see Carmelo going over in this match this Saturday. Let me know in the chat if you agree. Real quick, let's get right back into this because this is going to be the next segment. We're going to get a promo from Apollo Crews. Dijak's going to get involved. Mr. Stone's going to get involved. Von Wagner's going to get involved. But before we talk about any of that, Jay, who do you think is going to win the match between Von Wagner and Wesley?
Von Wagner, you said? Or Dijak?
Oh, yeah, I'm all over the place tonight. I guess now everybody's calling me out. Dijak and Wesley.
Dijak.
You think Dijak is going to just take the title? Steven Chambers thinks Wesley's going to retain. Anthony, how about you? What do you think?
I'm going with Jay on this one.
I think we're going to have a trifecta here. I think Dijak's the new champion. It would be incredibly silly of the WWE and NXT to have this man come out the way he's come out the last few weeks, destroying people, speaking about hard justice, kidnapping Stacks. I mean, he's done a lot of crazy nonsense over the last few weeks that have built him up as a very intimidating character. So if he loses this match, but now we have another factor, guys, and we'll talk about that factor in a second. Wesley's going to come out. He's going to cut a little promo. It says, all kinds of nonsense, basically, that, he knew he shouldn't even, maybe even taking this match because he's probably going to get his ass kicked. But Dijak comes out and says he just wants justice. He wants that title. Wesley knows that all he wants is what's shining on his shoulder. And he said, just like I did with Carmelo and Tony D'Angelo, this kid is going to rise and still be your North American champion. Dijak says enjoy it. Take it all in because these are your last days as champ. Nothing you say is going to make a difference. You've had every chance to give me that title, but you were too stupid to take it. And Saturday, you're going to be standing across the ring from the biggest and baddest man in NXT. And when that happens, I'm going to rip that championship from your cold, dead hands. Lee says you're going to have to pry it from my cold, dead hands because that's the only way I'm losing this title is if I am dead. What did you think about that promo right there, Jay?
Yeah, I'm glad you're breaking it into parts because it's a really long segment.
It's a long segment, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long segment.
Let's just focus on Dijak and Wesley right now.
I've got to tell you one thing. I'm very upset that WWE is not listening to me or watching this show because I have been saying this forever and ever on this show. Do not, I repeat, do not give these guys microphones in their hands because they cannot carry a segment. And it didn't work here. Wesley comes out. We're going back on the road. We're North Carolina. What the hell was that? Nobody popped. Everybody was there. I heard the what's. I don't know if you guys didn't hear it. I definitely heard it. Then all of a sudden, I think our savior here is here to save the day. And then he comes out with a microphone and he's like, these are your final days. He sounds like a robot on the microphone. I need him to get off the microphone. And if you're going to say something, say 3 or 4 words. That's it. That's what I think about this part right now.
I can agree with you there. Dijak doesn't need to say much. He's better off just talking in the vignettes. And when he's out there live, just kick butt, have a couple of cool lines like the Terminator or something. And that's it. Keep it short. Keep it sweet. And Anthony, I'm going to go to you. But before I go to you, We're going to keep it rolling. We're going to talk about how Mr. Stone came out here. Von Wagner, is out here. And they're laying down a challenge because Dijak was talking crap about being the biggest and the best. But apparently we have forgotten about Von Wagner. Wagner says, Dijak, take off those stupid glasses because the only injustice here is me being overlooked. The fans were actually chanting, Wagner sucks, like hard. And you could hear it distinctively. Wesley was trying to calm down the fans. He was even trying to help this guy get, save face, but it wasn't going to work. Dijak called Wagner a liar. Wagner is now attacked by Dijak, and now we have a match that's set up between Dijak versus Von Wagner. And I have to say, I really appreciated the way this match was set up. It's nice to see substance instead of some random matchup with no explanation. Both men trading shots back and forth. Big clothesline by Dijak. Wesley joins commentary. Dijak goes for the chokeslam. Wagner tries to fight out. Dijak with a sick 3-shot combination. Wagner eats it up and then hits the snap suplex on Dijak into the turnbuckles. That looked great. Wagner, Dijak trading even more shots, kicks, shoulder blocks, forearms. Dijak now clobbering Wagner with a super kick, hits the ropes, goes for the discus lariat, but Wagner catches the big boot, and Dijak is down. Dijak now going for the superplex. Nope, instead we get a super choke slam, and Wagner fights out of it with some elbows, clobbering shots to his back, hits the double underhook suplex off the second rope, covering a kick out. Dijak now with a Cobra clutch, and it looks like Wagner was about to go to sleep, but instead, Dijak puts him into his GTS, and it's over. 1, 2, 3. Real quick, before I go to you, Ant, I love this match. This was a classic big man match, and I thought they both did a really good job of both looking strong and both looking good, because I didn't see Dijak just crush Von Wagner. He had to really go to work on him, and Wagner got a lot of his nice spots off, and he looks like he's really improved that big boot. It looks like he's trimmed up even a little bit, working out, hitting the gym. He doesn't look as bulky as he did the last time we saw him out here. And, it just goes to show the agility right there. He's able to take this kind of GTS and flip over like that and make it look good for the man. I was impressed by the match. I had a fun time. I had more fun with the match than with the segment. And as far as Wesley versus Dijak goes, if Von Wagner gets involved, then I see Wesley retaining. That's the only way I can see Wesley retaining, is if Von Wagner gets involved and causes some shenanigans. All right, Anthony, it's all you, brother. What did you think about the promo, the match, the whole setup, the whole shebang?
I'm going to agree with Jay on the promo. The match was great, but who's Von Wagner? We barely see him on TV.
It's a good question. We're going to hear that again later in the night. Who is Von Wagner? Well, why don't you tell us who you think Von Wagner is from what you've seen?
I don't know, another WWE reject that's about to get released.
Jesus.
Because they're not using him, and he has nothing to him.
Did you like the match tonight?
I like the match. Dijak looked great.
You don't think Von Wagner looked great tonight?
No.
How about you, Jay?
He looked great too, but I mean, real quick, but when he was in Retribution, Dijak looked like a tough guy. You need to have somebody talk for him. And just have him be that tough guy that just stands there. That's just my opinion.
He should be a security guard instead of someone that talks on the mic. I agree with that. But how about you, Jay? Did you think Von Wagner looked good tonight at least?
I thought you were going to break the parts, but damn, you covered a lot. Let me try to make mine real fast. I'm going to go into Von Wagner's segment. That guy stole the show. I think he saved that segment right there. You give this guy a mic, he's going to be able to talk. He says some really great things. The only thing in justice is getting over. I mean, take those stupid glasses off. I laughed at that. I know everybody says Wagner sucks, but when you have heat like that, hey, it's working. So going into the match, it was great. These guys did one hell of a job. I mean, that double overhook top throw suplex that Wagner did, the big boot he took to Dijak. But give it to Dijak. This is why I say you keep him in the ring without a mic, he's going to deliver. That chokeslam counter he did, and he did the chokeslam sit down. How beautiful was that? I mean, the only thing I didn't like was the finish, because Wagner didn't sell it. Was Feast Your Eyes. He just kind of put his elbow up, so we didn't really get to see it beautifully, which is that move right there. So that's the only part I didn't like about the match, but it was a great match. I enjoyed it 100%. Wagner is second generation superstar. You want to talk about the great second generation superstar? This guy could be it. His father was one of the best with the Beverly Brothers, WWF. This guy could do it. He's been trained very well. I believe in Von Wagner.
He believes in Von Wagner, and I believe in you, Jay. So I believe in Von Wagner too. Dijak was awesome in Ring of Honor back in the day, but since turning heel, Chambers thinks that they don't know what to do with Von. I guess that's kind of obvious. Yeah, I don't think they know what to do with him either. But I guess we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen this Saturday. I think he's gonna get into a big program with Dijak now. I think he's gonna screw Dijak out of that title, and then somehow, they're gonna probably have a series of battles. And then
Hope they fight for the title.
Maybe it'd be a triple threat at the next event or whatever it is, something like that.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do half the time? Do these guys look happy? The Booker T looks like he fell asleep right there. I guess he was tired from all that running down in San Antonio, running to the ring. Even his boy called him out. They called him out, and they're like, "What are you doing, stealing people's spots from the Royal Rumble?" He tried to say that he took Rey Mysterio's spot. That's a pile of crap. Appreciate you, Gianna. Gianna forever. That's Ricky over here. Ricky, you got that open invite if you ever want to come talk some NXT. Before you leave, let me know when you're going to leave because I want you to see the video. You probably saw it. I have it on Instagram. I made a new video to promote the next month's event, which you should come down to. Everybody should come down to it. But let's keep it moving. We got Tony D'Angelo in the house. They're going to cut a very short, very sweet promo. Forget Dijak, because Stax is talking about Dijak. He says, forget Dijak. Street justice has no expiration. Stax says he has to take care of some things tonight. Forget about it. All right, he wants to see the video. All right, we'll be back. We're going to take a quick break. Enjoy this video. Last Resort Live, February 26th from Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. Make sure you get your tickets now. We have plenty of new wrestlers entering the battlefield, and you're not going to believe what else we have in store for you. Here are some highlights from Evil Intent, and you can see the action was nonstop and heavy because at BPW we have some of the best wrestlers in the world training at the best training facility in the country today, run by Alpha Samoan Dynasty Bloodline in the house. So when you come to BPW, expect to get the best training, the best shows, the best storytelling, legends, veterans, rookies, all coming together to bring you the best professional wrestling possible. And what a great story we had at Evil Intent between Phil Insane, Tommy Dreamer, Alpha, Bull James. I can't wait to see where that story's going to go. What kind of revenge is Alpha going to have in store for Bull James at Last Resort? And not to mention, after Tommy Dreamer defeated Phil Insane, he has sent Phil Insane off on a psychotic rampage. As soon as the match ended, Phil Insane absolutely snapped, giving absolutely not any regard for the officials' health, safety. He doesn't care if these guys get hurt. He doesn't care if they're eating through a straw. What is Phil Insane going to do to the rest of the BPW roster on his path to destruction, on his path to the top, as him and the Crow prepare to continue to decimate the entire roster of BPW? And I'll be trying to bring you exclusive interviews. I'm going to risk my life to find out more about this psycho that we know as Phil Insane. Make sure you come on down to Last Resort, February 26th. As you can see there, I made my debut as a commentator for BPW. That chair is officially mine. And the next time you see me sitting in it, I will be wearing a suit so filled with swag that they won't even be able to sell it again. They're going to have to retire it because I'm going to make it look that goddamn good. So I'm looking forward to that event. I'm looking forward to working closely with Alpha. I'm looking forward to working closely with Phil Insane. And you better believe that powerbomb you just saw was stiff and it hurt. And that referee's still feeling it. Tommy Dreamer still doing his thing. Absolute hardcore legend. And just what a great night of action. If you are in the area, Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania, February 26th, last Sunday of every month, Savage will be there calling the action. Of course, Jennifer, I'm going to be in a suit. Why wouldn't I be in a suit? You know what kind of manager I am? I'm not just a commentator. I'm not just a manager. And Alpha's not paying me the big money to show up in that dump Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania for no reason at all. All right? He's paying me the big bucks so I can go talk professional wrestling. Isn't that right, Anthony? Anthony's getting paid the big bucks too because he's also the new photographer for BPW.
Those are my shots.
We're very happy here at Wrestling with Savage. We got a lot going on. Maybe we can even get Jay to come out there one night. There's a lot of good storylines too. A lot of good young talent there. And there's my commentary partner right there, Reggie Page. Shout out to you. And shout out to everybody at BPW. But tonight, we're here for NXT. We're going to get back to NXT. We're just talking about Tony. Nobody has anything to say on this promo, right? We're moving it. There's not much to say. It was short and sweet.
Yeah.
I appreciated this segment. I thought this was a very well done segment, Jay. Especially the way they filmed everything a specific way to do this specific storyline. We get an update from Nikita about Nikita Lyons from Mackenzie over here. And she wants to take a closer look at what happened last week. She wants to slow down the footage. And we do that. We slow down the footage. We get a little update. The surgery was a success. Thank you to all the universe for all the support and love. But I will be back stronger than I've ever been. But that's not going to be anytime soon.
Don't come back.
All right, Jay doesn't want her back. I hope she has a speedy recovery, and I wouldn't mind seeing her come back. But now we get into this whodunit, classic whodunit, and they use the footage. They slow it down. They try to circle out all the suspects that were there yesterday, possible people that had maybe something to do with it, or maybe they saw something. We see Elektra Lopez over there. You can see there's Zoe Starks. If you look behind these people, Tiffany Stratton is over there in the background too, but the prime suspect right now is Zoe Starks. So I really like how they're building this storyline up to be a classic whodunit and at least keeping Nikita Lyons entangled in the storyline for as long as they can, because she's obviously going to be out for a while. And there's Wendy Chu, who might have seen something because she was just sitting in that car the whole damn time. So we're going to find out. But now let's get into, by the way, do you guys have a guess on who it is? Jay, do you think it was Zoe Starks? I don't think it was Zoe.
Why should I care? I don't even care about Nikita Lyons. Should I care?
Anthony, do you care?
No.
I don't care.
Wow. Okay. That's it. That's the show, guys. They don't care. All right. Let's keep it moving.
My
Grayson
favorite
Waller,
segment.
Braun versus Grayson. Braun says NXT is his life. Grayson is sick of all the nonsense. You know, we see clips of his matches that have brought him to the dance. And, of course, the match at New Year's Eve when the rope snapped. Now there's going to be a steel cage match coming up for these two so that no matter what happens, we have a definitive winner. Grayson makes a good point that he doesn't even need to beat Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker is going to beat himself. This was a great video package that got me super hyped for the match. Very well done. Very well shot. And Grayson Waller is an absolute stud. So that's going to lead me to the next question.
I feel like I've seen this already. Like you
have seen this already, but what you haven't seen is you haven't seen a steel cage.
It's okay, but
who's winning this match, Jay, on Saturday?
I got Braun Breaker.
You're picking Braun?
Yeah.
I really want Grayson Waller to win.
I'll tell you why. Because they're on the road. I don't.
Yeah. No,
I just don't see. I don't see Waller really there. Like. I don't really see him there yet. I don't know. It was a good match they had.
How much longer does Braun need to retain this championship, man? He's done his job. He needs to go up to the main roster.
Deliver, man. He's got to lose it at Stand and Deliver. Just
Stand and Deliver. So, all right. So you're seeing Braun. Okay. I agree with you. I think Braun is going to retain, but I don't want Braun to retain. I want Grayson to win, but Braun probably going to retain. Anthony, what do you think? Who's winning this match?
I'm going to go Grayson, but I would love to see Grayson win it, but I agree with Jay. But here's what I mean: you could always have Breaker retain and then have him drop the title at do the match again at Stand and Deliver, and then have him drop it to Waller.
I agree with Anthony, but I'm gonna say this. I think Melo needs one more feud after Cruz and then go for the title.
Well, if you're with Steven Chambers, then you agree that Carmelo is going to be the man to take that title off in WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. Shout out to Lauren, Jakey Bakey, Steven Chambers, everybody in the chat. We're popping right now. I see there's 23 of you watching. There's no way you can all be subscribed to me. And if you're not subscribed, go right now, click that subscribe button, click that like button, click that share button, because right here on Wrestling with Savage, every single Tuesday night, we bring you the absolute best NXT coverage in the world today, because we talk about all the wrestlers, even if they don't care about them. I am still going to talk about them. They're going to get some shine.
Can I want to say one thing about the segment, if that's all right, real quick?
Go. That's what we're here for.
I don't know if you guys heard how Braun Breaker, I was about to say Bronson Reed. Jesus Christ. Bronson's, yeah.
All right.
Braun Breaker.
It's all right. I called Dijak Wesley earlier or something like that. So.
Braun Breaker sounds scripted in all of these vignettes that he does. Notice that? For some reason, because he
can't cut a promo. He has no personality. Right. Grayson Waller exposed his ass on the Waller effect. If you watch that segment, you clearly see that even after a year as champion, he still can't cut a promo to save his life.
Yeah.
But apparently that hasn't affected his ability to get a girlfriend in Cora Jade. So he's obviously doing something right in the back, and he's obviously doing something right in the ring, because otherwise he wouldn't be the champ. He wouldn't be carrying the gold if he wasn't the man. And he is the man, but he's just the man that can't cut a promo.
I think he's a guy that talks about it. He has bullet points in his head, but when it comes to it, he kind of probably hesitates and just says the wrong shit.
We got a former professional wrestler in the chat. That's awesome. I'd love to know more. Tell me more when you wrestled. When you get a chance. All right, so we all agree that Braun Breaker is going to retain. It looks like the chat feels the same way as well. All right, let's keep it moving now to our next match, which it probably was the match of the night. The match starts off with a very nice sequence. Tyler Bate with a nice stomp on the foot to end it with a submission on the right arm. Axiom tries to fight out. Bate holds on tight. Axiom with some innovative counters, but only Tyler can put that to a stop with his arm drag and then right back into the hold. And then we get it all again. And then another arm drag and then another hold. And Axiom was doing his best to get out of it, but ends up using the referee to get out of the hold. Axiom now with his own drop kick, and Segura gets a headlock on Tyler Bate. Bate with a big roundhouse kick to the stomach. Both men go crashing over the top rope as we go to break. Bate comes off the top rope with a spinning elbow attack. Axiom counters with a nice rear naked choke. Bate fighting back to his feet, breaks the hold, big right hand by Tyler Bate. We get a super kick by Axiom into a crucifix roll-up, but Bate grabs the leg, pushes him down, turns it into his own cover. Kick out, both men now dodging all the attacks until Bates lands a huge right hand, springboard off the ropes, huge right hand shot, impressive bridge from both men. Tyler's finishing move, the Tyler Driver 97, was countered like 2 or 3 times, but eventually Tyler Bates hits the Tyler Driver 97 and gets the 1-2-3 over Axiom in what was, for me, probably the match of the night. And it's hard to argue that. Jay, are you going to try to argue that? Do you think this was the match of the night?
No, but it was a good match. I'm not going to crap on it. It was a good match. I think all Axiom matches is always like this, so I would like to see something different in the next match he has. But it was a good match. I just feel like with Tyler Bate now in the picture of NXT, I feel like he's going to be a mid for a little while. I don't think he should be in that category. I think he should be a top star.
I think him and JD McDonough are going to be on the same playing field. I think those are 2 guys that need to be considered main eventers. Johnny, I don't think Zoe Stark's ugly, and she's definitely not good in the ring. She's great in the ring. Steven Chambers wants thinks Bate versus Axiom was a great match. And then we have an answer from Lauren. She wrestled at the New York Wrestling Connection, which is a school in Deer Park, Long Island. I know it well. It was Mikey Whipwreck's school. The Greek god Papa Don was the champion there for a long time. His brother, Jay, actually looked like Brock Lesnar. Pretty crazy. And she was trained by Trent Beretta and Tony Nese, which is pretty insane because Tony Nese is the premier athlete. And we all know that Trent Beretta doesn't listen to Busted Open because I asked him up close and personal. But we still love Trent Beretta. He's one of the best workers in the business. Really good worker. So you had really good training there.
Look at the last one she said.
And she said she sparred with Willow Nightingale and Marty Bell. That's awesome. Willow's another one that's coming up. Willow's fantastic. But that's so cool. Very cool to have you here listening to us talk wrestling. But back to the action. This match was awesome. Tyler Bate is incredible. And the Big O. I like it. So why'd you stop wrestling? No more? You're going back, taking a break?
Back.
Let's see. Tell us. Tyler Bate and Axiom No killed it. Look at that bridge. The bridge by these two men was super impressive. But Tyler Bate with the Tyler Driver 97 ends up getting the big dub over Axiom on their first match. There you see Damian Kemp coming out, acting like a little punk. Has to come out and sneak attack and then run off, screaming, "You guys suck." An unfortunate injury. Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. It sucks. I hope you're feeling better, and I hope it hasn't affected your day-to-day life.
Get better.
And if you're not better, then I hope you get better. But you can let us know in the chat. That's Jakey Bakey, though, by the way. He's not special counsel, by the way. But this match was awesome. Damon Kemp's a little punk ass. Let's talk about this, though. Isla Dawn promo. Jay, I'm going to go to you first before I even say anything. What did you think about this?
It's about damn time already. How many times has it been teased to us the last 2-3 weeks? So I'm glad we seen it. It was perfect. It was a nice video package. So hopefully it resurrect Alba Fire's career. I told you Alba Fire, ever since she changed her name as a singles wrestler, her matches absolutely suck. But when she's in a tag team, she performs really great. So I'm dying to see this.
Nothing, Ant? Come on, Ant. What'd you think?
No, this is actually an interesting angle. The video package was I liked it. I thought it was great. The presentation of it, the way they look. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great. I think we got new tag team champions here in the making. They are absolute money together because whatever she's weak on, the other one's strong on. We know Alba Fire can wrestle, and we know Isla Dawn just has a better presentation, a better storyline, better gimmick, and she can absorb all of Alba's bullshit and then turn it into something that maybe the fans care about, and something that they can get over on the television screen there. And I think that's what they're going to do with this storyline.
Yeah, they're going to make her stop flying thinking she's Jeff Hardy. So I'm glad.
Maybe.
I can't wait.
Maybe. You never know. You never know in NXT. That's what's crazy. Just like you didn't know we were going to get an interview between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Trick says he's shaking a booty like a Friday night. Something like that. I don't know. Hez says Apollo needs to realize this is not Jordan, and that my shots don't jam. He can have a 40-inch vertical and his fingertips still wouldn't touch the level that I'm on. Very quick, very short promo by Carmelo Hayes. Probably, Carmelo doesn't have a problem talking. I like the way Carmelo talks, and it's kind of crazy that he has Trick, because Trick is a talker too. They can both talk. So I think sometimes it's like a balancing act. Who do you think should be doing the bulk of the talking between those two, Jay?
At this point, it could be either or. Trick Williams was actually shined, but he got outshined by Mello once he stopped. I think he said, "I'm shaking like booty meat on a Friday night." I laughed at that. I thought
it was funny.
Great.
It was funny.
It was a great line by Williams, and he knows how to talk. I don't mind him talking for Mello.
They both
when Mello got on the mic, it got real serious. He said some shit. I'm on a different caliber. I love the part where he said, I took you sideline, now I'll make you headline. I thought that was an amazing line right there. I always been saying on this show, it's like, what am I gonna get with Miller? Am I gonna hit or miss? I've been saying that for the longest, but he was on live tonight and he sure delivered, and that line really sealed the deal. This was probably one of his greatest segments for both guys, actually.
Okay. I liked it. I'm convinced. I agree with Steven that Carmella should do more of the talking, and that Trick does need to wrestle more. And Lauren let us know that she's going to be a manager for the rest of her time, which is awesome.
Right.
This manager you can do until the day you can't walk anymore, and even then you can come on down in a wheelchair.
Still gonna be kicking ass.
Anthony, you got anything to say on that promo, or do you want to keep it moving to the interview between Roxanne Perez and Toxic Attraction?
I thought Trick did really well, and I'm going to agree with Steven Chambers. I would love to see Trick Williams in the ring, because once he starts, doing his in-ring work and he gets better in the ring, they're probably going to separate him. Not a turn, but just let them have their own matches. And Trick's going to I think Trick can do well on his own if he could keep up the talking.
Okay. I agree with that. We'll see what happens with Trick Williams. I think Trick has potential because he can talk. You can always learn how to wrestle, but you can't learn how to talk.
Yeah.
That's, it might take a little longer for some people to learn how to wrestle, but you cannot learn how to talk. You can either talk the talk, or you can't. It's that simple. You can pretend to walk. You can fake the walk. A lot of people fake until they make it. A lot of people fake it until they're fired.
Like Crow. Crow is excellent.
Crow is a wild talker, man.
He's insane.
Got a better voice than anyone on NXT
Phil,
right now.
Phil's great too.
Yeah, this he loves it.
Yeah, I do.
He loves it. Do we love Cora Jade? No, because we didn't put her on TV tonight, and we didn't tell us why. But we did put Roxanne Perez. We did put Indy Hartwell, Gigi Dolan. They have an interview, and they were, asking Roxanne how did it feel to compete at the Royal Rumble. She says, it was I dreamt of making that run for so long. It was incredible. It was so good. It was so good. JC's like, congratulations. Oh my God, you're so perfect. You're so cool. Oh my God, you're so good, Roxanne. You're so good. Roxanne didn't like the way that they were mocking her and making fun of her and talking shit about her, But they said, you know what? You were in the Rumble, but you didn't win it, and you're not going to Mania. And you know what? You are going to Vengeance Day, though, to lose your title. And then Roxanne comes back, says, you two, you want to act like friends, but there's some truth to everything you said to each other last week. Gigi says, the only truth is, you have no chance at vengeance. JC says, listen, kid, you had a good run. Kudos to you. But you see, you peaked at 21 years old, and that sucks for you. This Saturday, it's all coming to an end. Roxanne, like it or not, it's 2-on-1 on Saturday. Gigi says your ride is over. Roxanne then attacks Toxic Attraction. Goes off camera, finds them, attacks them. Jay, you're the Roxanne Perez lover of the room. So go ahead. Tell us how incredible this was and how good Roxanne Perez is. All that jazz.
I haven't seen a back-to-back segment that was incredible until tonight in quite a long time. I know what you're going to think. Roxanne Perez wasn't really good tonight. She didn't do good on that. Do you see why she's a champ? Roxanne Perez played her part perfectly. She didn't have to do nothing. All she had to do was facial expressions. She did it perfectly. Her facial expression was perfect. But Savage, I hope you finally see, and everybody in the chat, I hope you guys see that JC Jane is on another level. What she spoke tonight, 8 months in NXT, looked like a jog. Oh my God, she delivered it perfectly, convincing. That's what I love about this. And believe it or not, Gigi was on that same level as well, especially when she's like, I will win. Everything was perfect between these three women, especially at the end when Roxanne just comes and they brawl. Everything was perfect. Everybody hit their mark. I'm thinking JC's on another level, guys, between the three. I've been saying this for the longest, but I hope you saw it tonight.
Anthony, do you have anything to add to this remarkable statement?
I'm gonna agree with everything that Jay's saying.
That's been your theme for the night. You should
Well,
just
I
change
mean,
your name to
well,
Anthony
'cause-
agrees.
well,
Just change your name to Anthony agrees with Jay, and then you got a new fucking name. And there's my one F-bomb for the night. And you guys have been very well.
You're one? You had like about 5.
No, I didn't. That was my first one. Go back and listen. I know your ears are filled with God knows what, but if you listen carefully, that was my first F-bomb. First. Jay, am I wrong?
Former Mission Pro alumni, by the way. JC Jane has enough experience.
Are you still
and
going
I
on
believe
this?
in her that she could carry this company. If there was a come between a singles match, at one point, she could definitely beat Perez. Her mic skills today was on point, especially your girl, Gigi. You should
JCGG,
give
we
her
all killed it,
flowers.
and I can't even argue with you.
How good
Roxanne Perez played her part.
No, I'm not I'm talking about Gigi, your girl.
They're great. They're always good, though. They're money, man. They're money. The problem that I have with Roxanne is not Roxanne. I have a problem with her part. You like her part. I don't like her part. It's too innocent. It's too... She looks vulnerable, man.
She has to react.
Joe, I'm going to start the chant when it happens. Zoe's gonna kill you. Zoe's gonna kill you.
Listen,
Zoe's gonna kill you.
You have to react to get a reaction. That's what she did. She reacted with her facial expression.
They're going to get me. They're going to get me to react as soon as Zoe Starks takes that title off Roxanne Perez's unconscious body. I'm going to appreciate it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to throw up the ones. Might even start a party right here in my house all by myself. All by myself.
Incredible segment.
It was a good segment, though. I liked it. I got a thumbs up from you. By the way, I'm not making any money yet, but you know who is? The WWE. And you can go over to NXTshop.com right now and give them some more money.
About time.
Entrance starting soon. Entrance starting soon. Attention. It's a match. We have Stevie Turner versus Noob Danny Palmer. And the match was, I'll tell you what I thought about the match in about 35 seconds. Danny with a bunch of flips, Turner with a bunch of stiff boots to the face, Danny with a Luthez press after multiple running elbow attacks, forearms. Now Turner with a big kick on the jaw, the DDT, a Uranagi, and a 1, 2, 3. My honest opinion, the whole match felt very stiff. Not the smoothest debut, in my opinion. Some of the kicks were good. The DDT was okay, but overall, her ring movement looked very stiff, looked very uncomfortable, didn't look natural, didn't look comfortable, more importantly than anything. But I digress. Jay, what did you think of the match?
Oh my God, guys, I got super excited. I jumped out of my couch. I was literally standing up throughout the entire debut of Stevie Turner. This girl got it. I told you, she is money. Former Ultimate Pro Wrestling champion, former House of Glory champion. This girl had a great match with the legend Sakamoto in NXT UK. This girl could do it all.
The reason I removed Jay from the stream right now is because he's talking about a match that didn't take place tonight. I'm going to bring Jay back, and I'm hoping Jay could just talk about tonight's match and what he thought.
Impressive was this match. That twin plant DDT that Stevie Turner hit, beautiful. Money. Everything was money about her. I can't believe you're saying this. This was a great debut. The only part.
Jay, are you telling me you were talking that whole time? You never stopped talking once?
Can't stop about this debut of Stevie Turner. Cannot stop, Savage. Cannot stop.
You really think this was a good debut?
Yes.
All right.
He is money.
All right, hold on. Anthony, I'm going to put the spotlight on you in about 5 seconds. I want to know what Anthony thought about this match. Take a deep moment here and tell me what Anthony really thought about this match.
All I'm going to say is I want to see more from her. There's like you can't give me like a minute to judge her. You know, like that match was a squash match and a minute. I want to see what this girl could do.
All right. Well, you saw
'Cause
what you could do tonight, and I'm asking you: was it a good debut? Yes or no?
It could have been a little bit better.
That is not an answer. Was it a good debut?
No,
Yes.
it wasn't.
Thank you. Fucking Jesus. The second F-bomb of the night. You guys are really getting on my nerves tonight because we can't get any definitive answers.
That high sit-down slam that she did at the end and just faced the cameras was beautiful. It was executed perfect.
I said the DDT was good. The Uranagi was good. Everything else was bad. The movement was bad. I didn't like it at all.
Never.
I didn't like it.
She's money.
I've seen better from her. Nah,
She is money.
Let's see if she's money. You know who's money? Kiana James in this interview with Fallon Henley, who wants to know who was on the phone with Kiana James. And you know, she goes off on a rant. I knew you were going to break his heart, blah, blah, blah. Chance and Carter passed by. Kiana makes it clear that the only thing that these girls are going to hear is new NXT Tag Team Women's Champions. Fallon says we may not be best friends, but this Saturday we're going all out. So let's talk about this match. Jay, who's winning that match on Saturday?
Okay, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? That Kiana James has been there in less than a year, and she looks like a more WWE superstar than Fallon Henley, and she's been there for like 2 years. Are you guys seeing this? I'm seeing it. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about Chance and Carter. Every time they cut a segment, a promo, they're always talking about how we're best friends and we've been tagging for over 10 plus years, and we know it's always the sob, and it's getting annoying to me. So I did not like this segment at all. I do find it interesting about the Zach storyline with Kiana James and Henley and everything. So I would like to see how that go down in the future.
And how about you, Anthony? Did you love this promo? Or
No,
could
I
it
did
have
not.
been better?
No, I honestly didn't.
Okay. I don't like this promo too much only because I don't like Chance and Carter as tag team champions. I know they have great teamwork and they actually have great move sets, but they have no personality. They don't keep me interested. They don't keep me intrigued. No matter how good they are in the ring, and they trust me, they are good in the ring. They can wrestle their asses off, but they have no personality at all. Kiana James has more personality rolled up in her little pinky than all three of those women on the screen combined.
They look like a superstar out of all the four. Out of all the three, she was the superstar.
I agree. They are going to break up, but at first they've got to get through this storyline. Chance and Carter retain is probably the smart bet because I think they're going to hold on to the titles until Isla Dawn and Alba Fire make their way to that opportunity, which will come. So let's get into the next match. We have Charlie Dempsey versus Drew Gulak. Of course, Gulak's coming out with Hank Walker. This was a beautiful wrestling match with holds, German suplexes. Charlie was trying to work on Drew, but it seems that Gulak has a lesson for him. But Charlie has an answer for everything somehow. Drew has now Charlie with a modified dragon screw suplex, Gulak with a clothesline, the cover, the kick out, Charlie with a vicious backbreaker that may have changed the complexion of this match. Gulak with a chop that could be heard in the parking lot. Charlie did not like it. Comes back with a stiff kick on the head. Gulak now working on the arm yet again. Charlie with a counter, connects the crossface chicken wing, and Gulak on his knees. Gulak sends Charlie into the ropes, who hits Hank Walker. And now Gulak with the intelligent roll-up and the 1, 2, 3, and this match is over. And Gulak goes over on Charlie Dempsey, which I don't know how I even feel about it, Jay. What's your take on that?
I'm going to tell everybody this because tomorrow Timothy Thatcher is going to wrestle Bryan Danielson. The difference between Timothy Thatcher and Charlie Dempsey, Timothy Thatcher has personality. This guy doesn't, Savage. He's another person on the list. I was not into this match whatsoever. We all know what Drew Gulak is down there for. He's down to bring this kid up. It's not working, Savage. The crowd was not into it. I'm not going to take nothing from this guy.
I heard some fans chanting Charlie, though.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from this guy. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I think he's a great technical wrestler. The only problem is there's no personality. He tries, though. I give him credit more than Hank Walker over there on the floor. But at the end of the day, Drew Gulak did not accomplish, even though he put 100% to try to get this guy just slightly a little over, slightly with fans. And unfortunately, Savage, for me, it didn't work tonight, and it didn't work here.
I think they're going to put it together as a team. I agree with Steven Chambers. I think that's where this is all headed. Because Hank, if anybody should be on the unemployment line tonight, it's Hank Walker, not anybody else Anthony named. Surprisingly, I think he only fired one person tonight. Not like his record-breaking show a couple of weeks ago where he fired the whole cast of Rampage.
Get rid of
whatever
him.
it was. How about you, Anthony? Did you like this match? I liked the match. I didn't like the ending.
I like the match. Just overall, I'm going to agree with you on the finish. It was.
I just would have rather seen a real finish. Like, I can't give this match of the night if it doesn't have a real finish. It has a, bullshit finish. And I just didn't do it for me. But I did like this Von Wagner promo that we got here. He's pissed off in the locker room, hitting things, kicking things, Stone saying, this is not working. Why do you have me as your manager? I've been managing you for over a year and I know nothing about you. I know you're big, but so does everybody. You want to get to the next level of this business? Then you need to show me who you are inside. Help me help you. Help me help you. Great. This was a great promo. And hopefully is going to rebrand Von Wagner so we can find out who he is and what he's about. Do you have confidence, Jay, that that's where they're headed with this? Is Von Wagner getting another push? Because we haven't seen him in a while.
I think everybody's missing the big point here. This was Robert Stone's best segment we ever seen in quite a long time, and I think he's ready for that next level. And if you're going to bring somebody back last night at Chelsea Green and you're going to bring back that character, why not have Von Wagner, Robert Stone, and Robert Stone managing Chelsea Green? It will be a perfect fit in the main roster. I think it will work. This worked. Von Wagner, we'll see. I am definitely interested. I'm telling you guys, I've been saying it. He is a future star, so don't count him out.
This comment is great. Von and caveman gear. Yeah, that would work. But I will give Von credit. He did lean up. You can see he's got more muscles in his stomach right now than he did a few months ago. So he's putting it in the work, man. Is it going to pay off? We're going to find out this Saturday, depending on how involved he is on Vengeance. But now we're going to get a triple threat tag team match with the winner advancing to the Vengeance World Tag Team Championship match. This match is being called the New Day Invitational. And before we get into the match, I just want to ask a quick question. Anthony, did you think you had an idea of who was going to win this before the match started?
No. I didn't even know that this match was even happening.
There you go. That's how a prepared wrestling journalist does his job. Now, Jay,
did.
Who did you think was going to win?
I did, but I didn't want it to happen.
Who did you want? You thought Chase was going to win?
Schism.
I thought the Schism was going to win too. That was my pick. But the Dyads versus Chase U versus Malik and Anofi. Andre Chase getting abused by the Dyads. Even got hit with a spike tombstone. Did you guys see this? The spike tombstone power driver on the outside. Somehow this kid is still in the match after taking a tombstone spike power driver. Throat chops. Dyads doing a great job in this match. Nasty backstabber. And Andre Chase able to kick out yet again. The Dukester finally tagged in, cleaning house, right hands all over the place, taking care of the Dyads. Malik and Anofi nowhere in sight. Big boot by Duke, now a springboard into a German suplex. Blade steals the tag. We get a big drop kick into the frog splash and then an elbow drop. Nice double teams, but the cover is broken up by everyone. Ava Rain then interferes. Thea Hale makes the save, and Chase U hits the Fratliner and picks up the 1, 2, 3. And I got some pretty good screenshots of all of that. There's the tag match for Vengeance, and now we know that Chase U is that final team in this fatal 4-way matchup. We see the Dyads coming out there. Everybody's coming to the ring. Chase U having their big flag. Andre Chase did the bulk of the work in this match. He was in this match for at least probably 15 minutes before getting tagged out by Duke. Great height on that elbow drop right there. You could see a lot of action in the scene. There's Ava Rain, and she's going to get involved. She's going to get on the ring. Thea Hale is going to rip her off. Chase U's going to hit the frat, and it's over. Duke Hudson is your winner. Chase U is advancing. Pretty Deadly doesn't look scared. New Day comes out there talking some crap. But while I got it over here, we're going to back up a little bit. And Jay, you're going to tell me what you thought about this match right here.
Most impressive people tonight, Chase U. Andre Chase being in that match for over 25 minutes, carrying basically the entire match on his back. Also give Duke Hudson probably one of the best performances he's thrown. That springboard German suplex he did
was nasty.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Enough
it was
said.
really good. I was shocked that Chase U won.
I shouldn't say more, but I did want the Dyad, aka Schism, to win. I'm still going with the betrayal at Vengeance. I think there will be a betrayal by Hudson. I still see it in the cards. But overall, this match, it delivered. That a no-fake blade finisher they did, that how beautiful was that? That neck break.
They're good too. They're really
it was
good.
beautiful. A no-face drop kick to the face, it's on point. What's there not liked about this match? They had a little bit of leeway with that tombstone pile driver on the side. You guys know that's a no-no. So they really let these guys do their work, and they actually delivered.
My only gripe about matches like this is there should be like a triple threat rules. One member of each team in the ring at the same time. First person to get a pin is the winner. Anthony, what did you think of the match?
I honestly thought it was a fun match. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I wanted to see I'm with Jay on that. I wanted to see Schism, but
I wanted to see Schism too. I can't agree with Savage on that.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with the both of you on that. How does that sound?
Lucha rules.
Better?
Yes, it does sound better. Damn it. All right, Ant, because you're making me drop F-bombs here like a maniac, and I apologize. Who do you think is going to win this match on Saturday? Is it going to be Gallus, the New Day, Pretty Deadly, or the newest team added to the mix, Chase U?
Pretty Deadly.
I'm going New Day.
Yeah, I think New Day is going to retain, Jay.
Why?
Because they're probably going to lose it at Mania, so it means more to somebody.
Why? Because of that Kofi botch at the Rumble?
I think they're going to lose. You know what? I'm calling it right now. Indus Sheer destroys New Day WrestleMania weekend.
No,
I was going to say
David and Goliath storyline. I'd rather have Pretty Deadly just,
I was going to say.
Yeah, and then they could lose to Gallus, and then Indus Sheer could be Gallus.
Maybe. I think there's some teams that are ready for the call-up, and Gallus is one of those teams.
Well, Jesus, there's a lot of teams that have been down there for the last 5-10 years. I think they're most of the
How
teams
much better is the NXT lineup than like the main roster tag team lineup? NXT has a better tag team division than the main roster.
I personally think that any brand has lack of roster depth. And I think we saw that display at the Royal Rumble in the men's and the women's Royal Rumble match.
I can't even argue with you with that. Well, Saturday is going to be lit, though. I'm looking forward to it. I might do live play-by-play on it. If you guys want, you come on here. We'll do it like that. Jay, I don't think we should do those play-by-plays anymore, man. We got a little wild over here last time.
I'm on babysitting duties this weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So no NXT for Jay. Well, maybe I'll just watch it.
I'll be around with a baby yelling, but I'll be around.
Maybe we do a late night show.
Maybe my son will come through and make his debut.
Oh. What's going on with your situation with the laptop? Because I see you're back to using the phone, right?
Oh, this is my new laptop.
You're on the laptop now?
My phone's right here.
So you have the laptop. Why don't you ever click on any of the comments to show them?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Click on a comment, Jay. Let's teach Jay something right now.
Go ahead, man.
You do it. You're the co-host.
I don't even see the comments, man.
Open the window a little bit.
I see. Oh, I see.
Click on a comment, Jay.
I did.
You did? No way.
Yeah, neither of us could.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing happens. It just highlights it.
Why? I made you a co-host for a reason.
Hey, man, you're the host. Tell me why it's highlighting shit.
I need help on it. Savage, when do you think Indy Hart will be brought to the main roster? No, I think she is. But I don't think we see that storyline happen until after WrestleMania and whatever plans they have for Dexter and Johnny.
I'm wrong. I'm calling you, Lauren. I'm calling you.
Yeah, I think after WrestleMania.
I'm wrong.
I mean, the only way I would want to see her on the main roster is with Candice and
she's gonna help Marie. She's gonna help Marie.
Yeah, that's the only way I want to see her on the roster. I don't want to see her in the ring. I don't want to see her wrestling. I mean, unless that, the Performance Center needs to help her out, and either she'll get it or she doesn't. That's just me.
Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Had a beautiful funeral service the other day where his brother was very emotional. Oh, I don't follow Thunder Rosa or Orange Cassidy. I follow all of them. Why not? I'm trying to figure out what's going on AEW tomorrow. They usually do a good job of posting everything on their Twitter page.
Timothy Thatcher.
They post so much content on their Twitter page. It's like it's hard to even keep up. Between AEW, Dark, and then everything else they do. I mean, look how far I got to scroll down just to get to like the card for tomorrow night. It's probably all the way down here. What is this, Danhausen? Jesus Christ. Oh, tomorrow you can meet Danhausen, Ruby Soho, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens at 12 p.m. Gate 4 entrance, 5:30 p.m. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 12 p.m. My apologies. Here we go. So, tomorrow night, AEW, we got Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley. We have Darby Allin versus Samoa Joe, and what I'm assuming is going to be the main event. Konosuke Takeshita versus Brian Cage. Jade Cargill versus Red Velvet. Bryan Danielson versus Timmy Thatcher, like you said. And then the Acclaimed in tag team action. Anthony, you want to take a guess on what tag team they're fighting tomorrow? Yes, Lauren.
The ass boys.
The Ass Boys. No, we're not going to see the Ass Boys. And who do I think injured Nikita Lyons? I actually think if I have to pick somebody, I think it was probably going to be Tiffany Stratton.
I'm thinking Zoe.
Zoe, I think she would admit it if she did it.
Stevie Turner.
Maybe it was Stevie Turner. She needed her out of the way so she could make her debut.
Awesome debut.
Never know. Jay, how about you? Who are the Acclaim taking on tomorrow?
So it looks like out of this card, there's only one good match. But for the Acclaim, I have no idea.
One good match. Hangman and Darby are both good match, and Takeshita versus Brian Cage is good too.
What?
Wait a minute. You have to say Hangman and Moxley. You know who you have on the show right now. Come on, pay some respect.
Just make sure you bring the tissues out tomorrow. You got the lotion and the tissues ready there, Ant?
How many times are we going to see Darby and Joe main event AEW, man? Jesus.
I don't know, man.
Gosh.
Darby's been main eventing a lot. I mean, I kind of feel like Hangman.
Where the fuck is Ricky Starks?
There's a lot of people. I mean, who do you think we're going to see tomorrow? We're obviously not going to see MJF wrestle till Revolution. And then that's if Bryan Danielson even makes it there alive.
He will.
Of course he will. That's the storyline.
But I mean, I honestly see Max. I see MJF just beating the hell out of him. He's good. This is oof.
You know, Action Andretti is going to be at BPW next month. He got
him
signed
and Homicide. I cannot wait for Homicide.
Homicide signed for the rest of the year. So is KC Nuvara. But Action Andretti signed for 2 shows. So that's going to be cool to see.
I want to meet Homicide.
AEW's got too much talent, man. I mean, if you go to the AEW website, right? Let's just play games here. Let's look at their roster. Oh, by the way, they have rankings too at AEW.com, which is very cute.
So that still matters? I didn't know that mattered.
So here are the power rankings, right? And this is from August 31st. Great job updating your website, AEW. The power rankings haven't been updated since August. Tony, are you listening to me? What are you paying these people for, Tony? The number 1 tag team champion is Swerve in Our Glory. Moxley's still the champion.
Horrible.
Wardlow's the TNT champion. Thunder Rosa's your women's world champion. She hasn't wrestled in how long? This is the most disappointing thing I've ever seen on this website. I did not expect to come on here right now, click rankings, and then see that it hasn't been updated since August 31st, 2022. That is pathetic.
Yeah, it could be more disappointing than the card tomorrow night.
But when you click on their roster, you obviously see who the current champions are. You got MJF as the world champion, Jamie Hayter, Jake Gargill, The Acclaimed, Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy. Here are 2 of your pillars. Here's 3 of your pillars, Jay, holding down the title. Who's missing from this picture? Jungle Boy, right? He was the other pillar?
And Britt Baker.
I disagree with some of these champions.
Here we go. Men's roster. You got Aaron Solo here.
Never wrestles.
22. He's 22 and 76. Action Andrade just coming in. He's already 5-4.
Horrible.
And singles, he's 3-0. So where are his losses? How is he 5-4 if he has 0 losses up here, AEW?
Gotta ask him. Should ask him.
Was that maybe like indies?
No, this is a mistake. This is someone that doesn't know how to do their job.
And look at Adam Cole's.
He hasn't been on TV for 7 weeks. He hasn't had 7 matches. Adam Cole, 26 and 7.
Come on, AEW, seriously?
Hangman Adam Page, 59 and 22. Respectable record. Alex Reynolds even has a respectable record, 67-44.
Do you think
Look at Andrade. How do you have Andrade with 16 and 10 only? How has he only had 26 matches? How do you sign a guy like Andrade and not have him banging match after match?
Do you think what I'm thinking is the wins and losses reset in the new year?
Nah, for the year, but not overall. You see at the bottom of each person, there's a career, and then there's the year. So they separate the two. You know, you got a lot of guys here that aren't wrestling at all. Angelo Parker barely ever wrestles. He just comes out and gets paid to hang out with Jericho and say a couple of lines. I never see him really wrestle. Now, the Acclaimed, Bowen's over here, 57-28, good record. How is Anthony Ogogo 21-1 in his career? When was the last time we even seen this guy on TV?
He's probably on Dark and
on Dark. If you only had 22 matches in Dark in 4 years, then that's pathetic. Because this guy's an AEW original at this point.
Well,
this was Cody Rhodes' guy.
He had that feud with Cody. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand this whole thing.
Ari Daivari has a shit record. The Gun. Look at the Gun. Austin Gunn over here with. Look at his record. 59-11, man. That's crazy. They're protecting this kid good. Bandito. How is Bandito 2-3 already? And he's like one of the best guys you have. Billy Gunn, even with a godlike record, 49-13. Brian Cage, good record, 53-16. What do we got over here? Brian Danielson, 41-10. And here's another example. Buddy Matthews. You signed Buddy Matthews, and he's only had 17 matches in AEW? Buddy Matthews is another one of the talents. He's like right up there with Bandito. He's just as good as Bandito, if not better, to be honest.
That's what they think of him.
This shit is crazy. Christian Cage, 16-7. Look at Chris Jericho, 55-24. CM Punk, 21. CM Punk has the best ratio out of any wrestler there, 21-2. He's got almost a 10.0 win-loss ratio. Darby Allin, 75-27. Dante Martin has 73. And look at Dante Martin. How is he not the workhorse of this company, man? How is he not the workhorse of this? He's had over 100 matches here. The fact that Danhausen has had 13 matches that I've never seen, that bothers me. Ethan Page.
Whoever does this site needs to get fired.
Jack Perry, 85 wins. That might be oh my God, that might be the most wins for a singles competitor. Hook, look at Hook. I lied. Hook has a better record than CM Punk, boys. Hook has a better. What's going on, John Gilcher? We appreciate you. Steven Chambers, Mick Thomason, everybody in the chat. Jakey, Bakey, Lauren, everybody, man. We appreciate you here. We know you guys are still watching, and that's because we're talking about this shit show. Gilcher, you here? Say something in the chat if you're here, Gilcher. I got to show this to you when you get a chance. You won't believe this shit. Jeff Jarrett, 4-3. Jeff Hardy, 8-1. Damn, Jay, look what they were doing for Jeff Hardy before he killed himself. They made this guy 8-1, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Jay Lethal, 28-13. Kenny Omega, 60-19. Keith Lee, 22-6. Takeshita, 15-8. Kyle O'Reilly, yo, that's crazy that he's only had 13 matches in AEW, Jay. I could have swore he had more. That tells you how good he is. He's so good that his few matches meant more to me than somebody else's 30 matches. Lance Archer, also good record, 57-14. Luchasaurus, 72-28. Hey, Gilch, look at this crap. Let me just click rankings. Look at this. Look at the last time they updated their rankings, Gilch. This is official AEW website. They updated their rankings August 31st. And here's your champions. John Moxley, Wardlow, Pac, Thunder Rosa, Swerve in Our Glory. You believe this shit? Where was I? Where were we? Look at all these people on the roster. And the majority of them don't get used. Mark Sterling, 0-3. Mark Henry. Why is Mark Henry even on here? 0-0. What is the point? Have a separate section for commentators and all that shit. I agree. It is like the Mickey Mouse Company, except the Mickey Mouse Company does a way better job. Max Caster, 75-32. Look, we even have Mr. Brody Lee Jr.'s on here with a record. MJF is only 35-12, guys, his entire career. He's been in the company 4 years. He's wrestled 47 times, Jay. That comes out to about 11 and a half matches a year.
You don't need to wrestle, just talk.
You're right. No, Mick. Why would I hear anything about your t-shirt? You know why I wouldn't hear anything about your t-shirt, Mick? Because I don't work at the company that makes your t-shirt. These people that you're looking at right here, all right? Let's just do it just for shits and giggles, because I know you're watching this, okay? Where is that? Where's the Briscoe shirt? Why is it still not on the front page? This one, right here. Here's your shirt, Mick. Mick, Jay Briscoe. Let's pretend we want to order it, right? We want to order it, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. All right? I don't know why they're asking me for the color. It's only one color, black. Okay. All right. 100% proceeds go to the family. That's actually nice to see. All items may take up to 10 days, excluding weekends and holidays, to process and ship. Once shipped, it may take up to 7 business days domestically and 30 days internationally. So what does that mean, Mick? That means we take this number 10, excluding the weekends, which 10 days is 2 business weeks. So add 4 weekends to that, 4 weekend days. So now we have the number 14. And we're going to add that to the number 7. And that's approximately 3 weeks. Your t-shirt will be at your home in approximately 3 to 4 weeks from the day you gave me your address, which, by the way, took you a full 24 hours to do. So, yes, it's on the way, Mick. I promise. And when it gets there, make sure you take a picture. We want to see how cool you look in that t-shirt. And I'm actually happy you won it. Do we even dare go back to this stupid roster? Jay, how about this? You buying anything from this site?
I don't see anything I like. It sucks.
I wish Jericho had cooler shirts.
Yeah, I don't really.
Who do you think has the best shirts in the company right now? I don't go out of my way to buy these.
Man. I don't even like that new Adam Cole shirt. That shit look horrible.
Let's see more new arrivals. What do they got? Death Rider. We all know who ordered that shirt. Yeah, I'm looking at you, big boy. You know you ordered this John Moxley Death Rider shirt.
I haven't ordered a
Ruben
shirt.
Soho, Saraya.
Since I ordered
Saraya's shirt looks kind of cool, but if you got to be a Saraya fan,
I ain't ordering that.
this Adam Cole shirt looks like shit.
It is shit.
They're getting lazy because there's so many goddamn talents.
What is it? It's little bombs. It's just little
it's
bombs.
No.
It's all about the boom. Adam Cole, baby.
Trash.
And what does it have on the back? Nothing.
I'd rather pick up a Sammy Uso shirt.
$30 for that shit.
$30 for that.
What else they got? Santim Singh even has a shirt. Action Andretti has his new shirt. $30 for the Action Andretti shirt. Jesus Christ.
Ain't nobody buying that.
Gilch wants to see Danhausen merch. All right, Gilch.
Oh, hell no. I ain't seen no Danhausen.
Look at this. Yo, Jay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, God.
Look how many pages of merch this guy has.
They have more merch for him than they do anybody else. It's ridiculous.
Let me see how much merch MJF has. MJF, come on, let's go. Let's go, MJF. I hate MJF. MJF 20. The button-down shirt. This shirt. That's the shirt Jay has. You have the one with the blood, right, Jay?
Yeah. I got the one with the blood.
Oh, I didn't see this one. Dr. Heel and Piper. That's kind of. That's not bad. That's not bad. This is the one I have. Did you see this one? I thought this was a little much. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. He's got a lot of shirts. He actually has more than I thought. What do you think of that one, Jay?
I don't like the devil concept.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't
even written on my shirt. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't like this shit.
I don't know how you can charge $30 for this shirt. It just says 3 and 0 on it.
This shirt should be like $15.
And just to show you this shirt, Anthony, because I know earlier you said Britt Baker, but here's the picture of the original 4 pillars. There's no Britt Baker on it. And actually, it's Sammy. Sammy's in it, not Orange. So it was Darby, Sammy, Jungle Boy, and MJF were the 4 original pillars of this company.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go by with what Punk called them or said to him in that one segment.
If I was Jewish, I would own this T-shirt or sweatshirt, whatever this is. This Hanukkah is better. I'm not Jewish, so I don't celebrate Hanukkah. But if I was, I would. I just get it just because it's fucking MJF. Maybe.
I
don't see the scarf on here, Steven. I don't see the scarf on here. I don't think they sell it anymore. You probably have to go to Amazon now for that. All right, it looks like he has more merch than Danhausen.
I don't think he's an OG pillar. I think it's Britt, Sammy, Darby, and Jungle Boy.
Well, how about we just look at Britt Baker and we'll know right now. Britt?
I gotta get a mid shirt.
I kind of want that too. I do like the mid shirt. I want his dress shirt. $50 though for that.
Yeah, I'd get that and wear it at the.
So look at Britt. The real 4. She has a shirt called The Real 4 Pillars.
I'm right.
So that you're right, Jay. They did have the shirt. So she basically replaced MJF, which is kind of
no.
fun.
MJF apparently replaced her.
No, MJF replaced her.
Yeah.
She's an OG.
Yep.
Maybe, baby. What's going on WWE.com? What are they doing? They Chase U. They're celebrating Chase U tonight with a big win.
Yeah.
They probably update their freaking site.
There's Cody. There's the Cody spam. What's going on in the WWE shop? Am I buying anything? Oh, it's Cody Rhodes Mania over here, Jay. Look at it.
Not on sale. It's not on sale.
Not on sale. Sami Zayn. Not Sammy Uso. Look, Sami Zayn.
I still wouldn't buy it.
He's back, baby. Bray Wyatt's got this is a glow-in-the-dark shirt.
Such UV.
Look at this new Edge shirt. That's not bad.
I don't like it.
It's not terrible. I've seen worse. You can get personalized cash gear now. Look how much stuff they have. always so much stuff. Like, not enough money. The title belts. Oh, they're on sale tonight. Jay, you can buy the NXT one that you always wanted. Come on.
They don't have it.
They don't sell it?
Not the color one. It's like weird. Looks weird looking.
All right, Jay, hold on. Mick Thomason, who is Jay being disrespectful to?
I don't know.
See what?
I'm always
What? Because you don't like a shirt?
probably.
I want this. I need this title, the white Intercontinental or the yellow. What else they got? They got the women's one that's... No, they have it right here, Jay. What are you talking about? Let's go. Buy it. It's right there, Jay. NXT 2.0 replica. You want it so much. You're always babbling about it.
You know what? I don't like the black on it. I don't know.
Why? This is the title that you love.
But why the black? I feel we need another color. I don't know.
I have no idea why, but
I don't like it with black.
look at the case it comes in.
That's what you need to get. You need to upgrade and get that.
No. I don't like that belt.
That's the
Wait,
belt.
why do we have a Yankees title? What is going on here? Gil Chaz does this one, the hardcore one.
Awesome.
I love the hardcore one. One day I'm going to get that. Look, now they have even sports teams. Red Sox legacy title. What is this crap? They got to get rid of this big W, man. You can't tell me that this title here doesn't look like 100 times better than this piece of crap. They got to get rid of that big W. This is the one I need. This yellow Intercontinental, so I can be the Ultimate Warrior for one day.
Everybody's calling me out. That's right, because I'm fucking good looking over here. You see me, Mick? I'm good looking.
You feel great about that, Jay?
Hell yeah, I feel great about that. Woo!
Brock Lesnar's signature title. They have a Dodgers luchador mask. This was the Triple H title, which to me, I would never buy that because they never made that title. Like, he never actually wore it.
I don't like it. I should get the Divas. That's a classic belt. Hello, that started the whole revolution if you know your facts.
Yeah, that's great.
You're right. Get it right, son.
Oh, they have the 24/7 title.
Get it right, son.
Nobody wants that 24/7 title. See, this Macho Man title is ridiculous.
Just give it to Indy Hartwell.
I would never buy this. $637 for a title that never existed. Doesn't make, and he can never sign it. Now, I'm probably going to get the new United States Championship title. They did a really good job with that one.
Hey.
They got rid of the money belt, man. I'm pissed about that. I'm not going to be able to get that title now. That's the only one I really needed, man.
They'll probably bring it back at some point.
So whatever. AEW tomorrow night. Wrestling with Savage. We'll be back here again, covering what we always do. We like to cover professional wrestling here on Wrestling with Savage Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And yeah, we'll be here tomorrow night. Jay, I'm sure you're going to be watching AEW. Yeah, Jay's not missing AEW.
I guess so. But I don't know because I'm disrespectful, so I don't know. Maybe.
Don't mix. Just
maybe I'll come on the show. Maybe I won't. I'm gonna go, but right now I'm buying my Diva belt that actually started the women's revolution of wrestling in WWE. In case nobody here knows your facts. So good night, everybody. Salute.
We love you, Jay. Everybody have a good night. Anthony, thank you guys so much. We'll see you right here next time on Wrestling with Savage. Everybody have a good night and God bless. What are you yelling? I'm excited. Nice slip.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins